I want you to stop and think about the goals that you're working on. See, most people are involved in A-type goals. A-type goals are going after what you already know how to do. You'll often hear a person say they've got a goal to get a new car. Well, you might ask them, have you ever had a new car? Oh yeah, I've had 2 or 3 of them. See, they've known for a long time how to get a new car. That is not a goal. That may be something they want to do, and they certainly should if that's what they want. A goal is something that we set that's going to draw the best out of us. Goals are not to get. That's a side benefit. Goals are to grow. Well, generally, if a person graduates from going after what they know how to do, they go after what they think they can do. I call that a B-type goal. Now, doing what you think you can do, there's no inspiration in it. There's no real growth to it. It's sort of a little game of manipulation. If she does this, if he does that, if I can get this, then I could reach this goal. I want you to really understand this law. And when you understand it, you're going to start to operate on a totally different vibration. You're going to move into a whole new world. You're going to start stretching. And that's what you really want to do. You see, you are God's highest form of creation. You have been built with mental tools that enable you to create. That's the C-type goal, a creative goal. This is going after what you really want. You don't know how to get it, but you know you're going to get it. Now stop and think in history. The Wright brothers didn't know how to get the plane in the ground, but they knew they were going to get it in the ground. Ed Hillary did not know how he was going to get to the top of the mountain, but he knew he was going to the top of the mountain. What do you really want? Now think. Just come along with me and daydream for a few minutes. And then I'm going to show you some of the rules that you can follow. Stop and think of this. Do you think Steve Jobs knew how to do this before he did it? No. He couldn't tell you how he did this until after he did it. And that's the same with anything in life. People that have done great work didn't know how they were going to do it. Roger Bannister didn't know how to run the 4-minute mile until after he had run a 4-minute mile. And you know the strange thing about it, within months, somebody else was running a 4-minute mile. And I believe now we're running the Boston Marathon in under a 5-minute mile. So pretty soon they'll be doing that in a 4-minute mile. What do you really want? I want you to think about the dream home. I was talking to a young lady in our company, Lisa, and she was telling me, I said, Lisa, what do you really want? And she was telling me about the home. She started to describe it. I said, go after it, Lisa, go after it. How about the trip you want to take? Or maybe the business you want to build? Do you see, I remember my brother-in-law and sister in their early 50s. He had built a safety supply company for 3 other people. He had run them and built them, but it was a job. And an opportunity came up to buy a small safety supply company. He was very nervous. He was in his early 50s. But you know, they hawked their house. They borrowed money. They took everything they had and plowed it into this company. Today, they're multimillionaires. They're virtually retired. They still work at it, but their son and grandsons run that business. And it's grown into a beautifully big business. It would never have happened if they hadn't followed their dream. I want you to follow yours. Understand this. If you can see it, you don't have to know how to get it. Your life will change.